She said she was an alien and came from Venus, and she disappeared without a trace. The mysterious story of Dolores Barrios, the woman who said she came from Venus, disappeared one day and no one saw her again. Among all the phenomena that surround the supposed visits of extraterrestrials to our planet, one of the most striking events is what happened around a woman, Dolores Barrios, who visited a UFO convention in the United States with two companions in 1954, and then she disappeared without a trace. After the incident of the Roswell UFO crash, the woman, that happened in July 4th, 1947, the woman claimed to have come from Venus to share information with humanity. And according to the records, everything happened in 1954 in Mount Palomar, California. The organizers of the event were ufologists of the time, George Adamski, Truman Betterum, and Daniel Fry. And there they talked about the supposed extraterrestrial contacts they had experienced. Dolores Barrios. Currently, the planet Venus is covered in dense clouds with a surface temperature of more than 450 degrees, enough to melt zinc, lead, and most organic materials. Venus is believed to be the hottest place in the solar system except for the sun itself. However, studies claim that it may once have been inhabited, and in fact, Dolores Barrios and her companions claim to come from there. The main organizers of the event were the popular ufologists George Adamski, Truman Betterum, and Daniel Fry. The three claimed that they had their own stories of contacts with extraterrestrials. All their theories were highly discussed by the press at the time, but they summoned many followers. The UFO convention in California was attended by hundreds of people, including alleged alien contactees, FBI agents, and various witnesses to alien spacecraft sightings. The 1954 UFO Congress, where Dolores Barrios appeared. On the first day of the Congress, each of the organizers shared their experience. George Adamski, who was well known for stories about links with humanoids on the planet Venus, took advantage of the situation to promote and sell books there. And in the speeches at the Congress, Adamski said that the natives of the planet Venus were very similar to human beings. According to the specialist, the aliens had penetrated deeply into the Earth and managed to camouflage themselves as citizens in the large developed cities of the planet. Adamski showed a painted image of a Venusian humanoid that turned out to be very similar to the Scandinavians, and he said that they provided information to improve the lives of humans. And when the audience was inspired by the stories, at the end of the first day of the Congress, everyone was struck by the appearance of a strange young woman accompanied by two other people. The woman looked very similar to the portrait of the Venusian shown by Adamski, with blonde hair, dark eyes that intimidated those present, and according to other witnesses, there was something atypical in the structure of the skull that caught everyone's attention. They also asked her if aliens lived and traveled to Earth from Venus, and the woman's answer was blunt: yes, most of them come from that planet. So a Brazilian journalist named João Martins, who came to the Congress from Rio de Janeiro, decided to get a step further and interview the three strangers. During the conversation, he learned that the woman's name was Dolores Barrios, and she claimed to be a fashion designer from New York. The two men were her friends, Donald Mora and Bill Jackmart, who said they were musicians based in Manhattan Beach, California. Despite the names and professions given by the trio, Martins was as suspicious of Dolores as he was of Morans and Jackmart. And of the mysterious disappearance of Dolores Barrios in 1954, the next day the Brazilian journalist again approached the trio of alleged aliens and took several photos of them, something they didn't like. And after the impromptu photo session, Dolores Barrios and her two companions left in the direction of the forest that surrounded the headquarters where the UFO Congress was taking place, and from then on, no one else saw them. A few days later, in the same area, an amazing event happened. several people saw a UFO taking off in the forest and getting lost in the sky. In October 1954, the entire story of the Congress, the supposed Venusians and their strange escape, was published by Martins in the Brazilian weekly O Cruzeiro, which achieved very good sales. In addition, the organizer of the Congress, Adamski, who did not like the spread of this story, as he considered it that this trio deliberately attended the event to pose as Venusians and damage his reputation as a specialist in extraterrestrial life. However, for years, UFO researchers have tried to uncover the truth about Barrios, but neither in New York nor in California nor in any other state in the United States did they manage to find them. A friend of the journalist Juan Martin said that he saw her enter a cinema in Rio. Although most thought it was all a fraud, it was never confirmed who that woman interested in aliens really was. And this is on Collective Spark by Zach White, Mysterious Society. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.